Hey everybody, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have PJ Masks. This is very much not meant for middle-aged men. This is meant for kids. There's 3 seasons from 2015 through 2019. There's about 78 episodes, or like 26 episodes each for each season, and they're about 25, 26 minutes each. And yeah, so it's basically about three, maybe preschool, maybe kindergarten age kids who have pajamas that turn them into superheroes. There's no origin story because you know what? When you're 6 or 5 or whatever, or younger, that's going to watch this, you don't really need an origin story. There's no 4-year-old sitting out there going, well, how did they get the pajamas? They just work. These kids wear pajamas. They give them superpowers at night because they find trouble during the day and then they deal with it at night because they're in the pajamas. It's something I think was meant to put something in the kid's head that, you know what, wearing your pajamas is a good idea at nighttime, and that maybe you'll go to bed soon and leave mommy and daddy in peace. Hopefully they won't. This isn't thinking that they're going to jump out their window and drive a cat car, or be able to fly or do something. Hopefully they'll be able to do that in their dreams. Maybe that's the parents' job to make that connection. You can be a superhero in your dreams if you put your jammies on. I don't know. Either way, these kids, they hop in, they figure out a problem, and they solve it at night. And that's it. That's pretty much the concept. Each of the episodes contain 2 stories, so there's about 12, 13 minutes each for each adventure, and it teaches basic lessons that kids should learn. In the very first one, I only watched 1 episode, but that was enough for a man my age who this was not made for. First one, well, the kids are Owlette, Gecko, and Catboy. By the way, when they do spend a good amount of time each episode showing who the kids are, showing who they are when they transform into their costumes, in very sort of an anime style, but not anime style, just the whole spin around kind of, yeah, I'm Catboy, or whatever kind of thing. It gives us an indication, though, that there's a cat man, because if you look during Catboy's transformation, there's a man in a cat costume on his poster on his wall. So this happens twice an episode. Kids' attention spans aren't as good as some old people like me. Maybe they forgot since 12 minutes ago. I don't know. Yeah, so it's it's not a complicated concept, but I think it's perfect for kids this age. Like I said, it teaches them lessons. In the first one, Owlette, the only girl on the team, she has a problem with impatience. She's in a rush. There's a new roller coaster train in town, and she just jumps the line, and people are like, "What's going on?" And she wants to show them all this stuff that she's jumping the gun everywhere. And of course, the train is stolen, so they never get to ride the thing. But at night, they discover that this can only be solved at night in their PJs, and they hunt down the perpetrator and rescue the train. Obviously, this is not going to be a surprise. I'm not spoiling anything. Then the second story is dealing with somebody making clouds that also produce rain, and Catboy has this problem with rain. He doesn't want to get wet. He's a cat boy. So, cat boy without quotes. He's living that life. So, it's teaching him that he can try new things, things that aren't going to harm him, even though they're a little strange. So, that lesson is taught. And by the way, I noticed that on my list, where I have all the shows listed numerically, and that's how we make our choices, there's a PJ, when I search this also on Disney Plus, there's a PJ Masks Shorts series. And that has 20 episodes as well, but it's not on my list for some reason. So I watched an episode of that as well. They're like 3 minutes long. So I've knocked out 2 in 1, just because I wasn't going to add it to the list after the fact. So, yay. So we got 2 PJ Masks things wiped off the docket in 1. So, blew a whole half hour doing this one. So yeah, it's I think it's a fun little thing for kids. It's a it's a superhero adventure, teaches a lesson. It's got humor. It's got sweet kids and lessons to learn. And you know, it's not a complicated costume kind of thing. They can become superheroes themselves if they just get in their freaking jammies and go to bed. You know, it might help. And I also think, I mean, even though one of the detriments, one of the bad things about the show is like this, at least I saw, I don't know if this is the way it is in all the episodes, but at least in the second story, it seems like all the dialogue was shouted. Like, everybody was yelling. They didn't have to be yelling, but I guess when you're dealing with, preschoolers, they gotta yell all their dialogue. Even Luna Girl or whatever it was, who was making all the clouds, they were just loud. So yeah, that I couldn't handle much more of. I don't think the first one had much yelling, but it had enough. It had some, not all of it. They have few different villains here and there, and I imagine by looking through some of the episodes, they might have some a wider variety of characters that they interact with over time, and maybe there is an origin story out there. I don't know, but I may never find out unless I am watching this with children, because I may not have another choice. I'm not going to choose to watch this by myself, because it's not for me. We have to deal with these kind of things as adults. But I'm happy to tell you about it, so you can make that choice for yourself. Let your kids watch it. You don't have to. Maybe they'll fall asleep and go to bed if they get in their jammies and become superheroes as they sleep. Anyway, let's pick tomorrow's episode.
613.
613. 613. Oh, toward the end here. Huh. Okay. I've heard of this. I'm not sure what it is. It has a deceptive name, and also maybe it's mislabeled, but it's showing as a documentary or reality series or something. I'm not sure, but it feels Disney by the name. You'll see what I mean. It's Waking Sleeping Beauty. Waking Sleeping Beauty. I can't think what this is, but maybe you know, and maybe you'll watch it along with me, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with Waking Sleeping Beauty on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. See you then.